Hey, how you feeling? I thought a nice change of scenery might help aid in your healing. Just a bit shocking how long it's taking for you to recover is all. Is that so? Then again, we are different races, so it would make sense for our healing time frame to be quite different. But I will make sure your stay here is comfortable, since you are my responsibility. You don't owe me anything. It's a part of our community to open our arms to each other's with kindness, but don't overshare our kindness too much where the bad people will take advantage of us. That's how we thrive so much, after hearing tales from you about your country. It sounds like a nightmare to live in. To be told you have freedom and support from your country just for them to turn their back on you and blame you? I don't understand how one can live like that. Just sounds like a headache more than anything. That's a whole lot different here. Sure, you get some monsters and other tribes that can be rather brutish, but you have a community that doesn't lie to you and makes sure that everyone is happy. Well, happy enough where our life feels fulfilling and that we can trust one another to be vulnerable with. Let me ask you a question, since it made me think of something. Do you miss your home at all? Mixed feelings, huh? Then again, you do have friends and family back home that you cannot abandon. I see. Me? You want to learn more about me? Well, makes sense since you have been spilling a lot of things to me. Sure, ask me away. You want to know how I speak so well? It's easy for my tribe to learn languages. Sure, we do boast about our strength, but we need a balance. Knowledge and strength together can be very powerful. Whenever some unexpected explorers come to our island, we make sure to educate ourselves and learn from them. What? You thought you were one of the first who came here? Oh, you're so silly. There are many we've seen and have come to face. Even have to put down because they were a threat to our island. They threaten to be in control of our lives and ruin our land. So what do you think is the best outcome? Destroy them so it will never happen. Even if they were weak, a threat is still a threat and many of us Amazonians take it seriously. Especially if you leave it alone and it'll just fester into something much more regrettable. Tribes here, in fact, have a similar mindset as us. If you try this whole bluffing thing, we will take offense to it and take action before it really happens. So do your best to keep that in mind if you ever want to pull some stunt. I notice that happens a lot with humans. Good. Last thing I want is for you to get hurt because you decided you want to feel superior or try something foolish. Like I said, we welcome knowledge and learning here as much as we welcome to being the strongest. Even if you are not the strongest, you can be the most knowledgeable. We do respect those who hold power in that. That's why my village has grown so much since I was just a child. And it brings many topics up within the village. Brings inspirations to others. Yes. Those who come into contact with our tribe always share their knowledge with us and we learn many things that are happening around us. Who knew there was another world outside of our island? Although I'm still in disbelief that your world has these technology where a slab of metal can help you communicate with others from afar. A cell phone? I see, so that's what it's called. The name always slipped my mind. Oh, yours looked much more different from the one we've seen. It was like a clam. It closed its mouth shut and opens when forced open. Huh? Why are you laughing? It's the best analogy I can come up with. Well, you can keep talking to me about these metal technologies of yours. I'm going to get a quick soak in since I feel rather dirty and sticky. What do you mean I have no shame? We as a society here embrace our bodies as is. Then again, I did heard that many humans get quite flustered when we unrobe ourselves to cleanse our body. Still don't quite understand since it's a gift from the earth itself. I don't see it as a reason to be a shameful act. And this is where our culture clash. I don't understand why your society think it's so shameful and unsightly when it's normal. Well, say what you must. You can always look away if looking at my nude body is too much for you. Hey, come on. Keep telling me about your world. I really am curious how much has changed since then. Makes me wonder. So you came here because there is wars going on? What is your goal? I see. It sounds like you were almost forced to do this, even if it is your passion to explore the world. Hey, listen. Look at me in my eyes. You have been incredible here. Being injured on an unknown territory and not knowing where your crew is? That is terrifying itself. And I know I would be scared if that happened to me. But you're braving it out. You're more stronger than you think you are. Like I said before, I promise that I will protect you and that once you recover, I will help you find the rest of your friends. What? My tone sounds sadder? Well, I do love having your company, and I know once we find your friends, you'll leave this island. And I know you want to go back home as well. I know that I can't keep you from here forever since it wouldn't be fair for you. Well, I have indeed grown very attached to you for the amount of time you were in my care. Talking to you and sharing your company here in this tribe has made me feel warm and fuzzy. A warmth that I don't want to let go. I just feel selfish for wanting to keep you all for myself. Even stupid thoughts like you returning home and finding someone else to love. It makes me feel so uneasy and heartbroken. Then another feeling arises where I just want to keep you here. Force you here with me. Jealousy. So that's what I'm feeling. It feels such a selfish of an emotion. I really shouldn't be even thinking of this. Know that I don't plan on doing all of that, though. You want to hear more of my feelings, but it just feels so... If you say that it'll help, then I'll pour my feelings out to you. I think what I feel is a really intense emotion of love. And like you said, it is jealousy where I just want you all to myself. I feel like I can talk to you about almost anything and you being actually interested in me. It makes me feel so special. Wait, you thought we were together? I thought it was normal custom for those who were non-native on this island. Well, it's good to know. So, you thought of me as your lover. Oh, how silly of me. This whole time, I thought it was normal to do those acts. I just wanted to seem respectful is all. Seemed like the last people who came here were quite touchy and passionate with one another. Well, knowing that your meaning with that is different with touch, cuddling, and affection, I know it means romance for you. But I do have a question. Do you love me? I've heard stories that people from faraway islands desire tall women like us on this island, but they only desire the status of being in a relationship with one and not claiming their love for them. Do you also like those who just like the idea of us Amazonian women? Oh, that is a relief. It would have felt pretty awful if you just liked the idea of me and not, well, me. What gave you that impression? I'm capable enough to have these type of feelings of my self-worth. I'm sure many other creatures have some sort of capacity as well. I didn't take any offense. More than anything, it does make me happy that we're talking more and discussing other topics that I don't think I've ever talked before with my other sisters. You really do make me feel a lot of emotions that I didn't think would be possible for me. Oh, I meant for me to want you, love you, and feel jealousy. Usually I never care for romance. I just do my part for my tribe and create bonds with my sisters. Sure, there's a lot of romance between the tribes, so but I never really cared much for it until now. Until you came along. You brought a lot of emotions out of me. More than I could imagine. That is a relief that you do feel the same that I do as well. These feelings are new to me, but I know they are real. After our last talk about that day, when you told me about your world, I think you telling me about how you feel and along with your passions, your flair, your light. I felt so warm and I was smitten by you. Hearing you talk about all the things that made you happy, sad, angry, and bliss. I can just go on. The more I know about you, the more I can feel my body melting. Well, that was the most romantic thing you've heard? Well, I'm just telling you how I feel without... what was the saying your world usually said? Beating around the bush? Right? Oh, wonderful. That just makes me happy that I used it right. Then, let me ask you this. So, we don't beat up the bush anymore. Do you want to be with me? Be my partner in life and live here in the tribe with me? You will? Oh, goodness, I thought you would reject me and... I thought you much more prefer going back is all, since you sound so homesick when you told me about your home. I see. I don't want to ever take you away from where you are. Last thing I need is to keep you here against your will and for you to hate and resent me afterwards. What's the matter? Oh, I almost forgot I was washing myself up in the water stream. Silly me. I got so caught up in my feelings for you that I just wanted to express myself so badly. Yes. I don't want you to leave me. You make me feel so many things, and hearing about your own thoughts and feelings, I feel like we can connect spiritually and emotionally. Well, since we got all of that out of our system, would you like for me to help you bathe? I'm sure with your injury, it must be a bit hard for you to do so. Why so embarrassed? It's normal to do acts of kindness and service to those you care, no? Ah, I am sorry. I forgot our cultural clash is different. Then I can offer to wash your back at least? Relax. Listen to the stream of the water as I clean off your body. You have been restless lately, so close your eyes and relax. If you drift off, I'll carry you in my arms and bring you back home with me. Isn't that what you said you liked before too? My muscular arms carrying you bridal style? Oh, so you love muscle women, Well, I'm glad that I fit in that category for you. Good. You know, I never thought I'd fall in love with someone so much smaller than me. Nothing wrong with it, just something I never thought would happen in my lifetime to happen. It's nice knowing that you appreciate my much more bigger size and my muscles. It does make me happy that you appreciate them as much as I appreciate how I sculpture my body to how I want it to look. Maybe one day when you heal up and are up for it, I can train with you and show you the ropes so you can have a similar body as me. Well, minus the height difference between us both, but if you ever want to get some muscles, I'm your girl. I am still happy that today is so nice out. Really good for bathing and relaxing with nature. It just brings me so much peace of mind. Huh? No way you passed out that fast. Well, I'll quickly wash you up and then we'll just go back home. Last thing I want is for you to get sick. I love you.